The Tarakaniv Fort is a massive fortress that was built in the late 19th century to protect the Russian Empire from potential invasions. The fort was designed to withstand heavy artillery and was equipped with underground tunnels and chambers that were used for storage and as a shelter for the soldiers. One of the most gruesome legends about the fort is that of the execution room. According to local folklore, the Nazis used one of the fort's underground chambers as a place to execute prisoners. It is said that the room was lined with walls of stone and had a large, circular pit in the center that was used to dispose of the bodies. Visitors to the fort have reported feeling a sense of unease and dread while standing in the execution room, and some have even claimed to have seen ghostly figures hanging from the walls or standing in the pit. Another eerie tale that is often told about the fort is that of the phantom SS officer. Many visitors to the fort have reported seeing the ghost of a high-ranking SS officer dressed in full uniform, complete with a holster and a pistol. Some say he is the spirit of a Nazi officer who died during the war, while others believe he is the ghost of an officer who was executed for war crimes. The fort's underground tunnels are also said to be haunted by the spirits of prisoners. Visitors have reported feeling a sense of despair and hopelessness while exploring the tunnels, and some have even claimed to have heard the faint cries and moans of the prisoners echoing through the darkness. The fort was also used as a labor camp where prisoners were forced to work under harsh conditions. Many of them died due to starvation, disease, or being killed by the guards. The fort's underground tunnels and chambers were also used as mass graves where the bodies of the prisoners were buried. After the war, the fort was abandoned and left to decay. The fort's underground tunnels and chambers were sealed, and the fort's walls were left to crumble. But even though the fort is in ruins, it is said that the spirits of those who suffered and died there still linger within its walls. Many locals of the area still remember the atrocities committed in the fort, and some refuse to go near it, believing it to be cursed by the spirits of the victims. Despite the fort being an important historical site, it is not a well-known tourist destination, and many people are not aware of the dark history that surrounds it. But for those who are brave enough to visit, Tarakaniv Fort offers a chilling glimpse into one of the darkest periods of history and a reminder of the atrocities that occurred there. The fort is now a place where people come to explore the ruins and to pay their respects to the victims of the war. The fort is also a place where people come to experience the eerie and ghostly atmosphere that surrounds it. Some people come to the fort to take part in ghost hunts and paranormal investigations, while others come to the fort to take part in historical tours and to learn about the fort's history. Tarakaniv Fort is not just a historical site, it is also a place that is steeped in mystery and intrigue. The fort's dark history and ghostly legends make it a unique and fascinating place to visit. But it is also important to remember that the fort is also a place where many people suffered and died, and it is a place where we should pay our respects to the victims of the war.